Thank you guys for tuning in to another video this week where we're going to be talking about just my daily walk with Christ, encouraging you guys as well for this daily walk with Christ because it's literally a daily walk. In today's video, like you saw by the title, we're going to be talking about as you continue this walk with Christ, Him beginning to reveal who you are and strip away what you know of yourself. Or strip away your own thoughts and your own path on what you thought you wanted for your life or who you thought you were, and allowing God to come and just interrupt everything that you're used to, and Him reintroducing you to yourself through Him. So that's something that I'm actually dealing with right now. Like, I feel like the more and more that I'm in this, for whatever reasons that, you know, for whatever reason or whatever battle that you went through to get you on this journey with Christ, you're going to continue to learn more and more and more about yourself. You're going to see things about yourself that you don't like. You're going to see things about yourself that you feel disgusted with. You're going to see things about yourself that you enjoy, that you love, you know, but all in all, God is continuing to train you up and teach you and grow you and trim you and, you know, root you and allow you to produce fruit, you know. So I just want to spend this video just kind of talking about that and telling you guys some of my own personal things that I've been dealing with. So let's get right into it. What I want to talk about first is allowing God to keep revealing you to yourself, on who He wants you to be, to where He's stripping away your old man, your old routines, your old everything that you used to doing with yourself. In order for Him to do that, though, you have to invite Him in. You have to, you know, be vulnerable, be humble, and allow Him to do that, and not get upset or not get, you know, offended or not get, you know, disappointed in yourself. I think my biggest thing is I get so disappointed in myself to where I want to just shut down or go into bed and hide under a blanket or something. But it's important that as you're allowing God to show you yourself, who is the person that you want to be, you have to open up and be, you know, vulnerable and be okay with seeing who you are. Through knowing, as He strips away all the things about yourself that aren't good, being open and being rest assured that as He strips you down, He's going to be building you back up. So why not, and who else better to build you back up than Christ? Just to kind of reiterate, like, how I got into this situation, like, I went so long, like, running away from Christ, running away from God, running away from the truth on what I knew I needed to be doing with my life and what my true purpose on this life was, to where when I finally just hit the wall and God just brought me all the way down. One of my personal things that I want to share with you guys is being in an unstable financial situation really was something that really had me feeling defeated. And not that money and being financially stable, overly rich or anything like that is, you know, the foundation of life, because it is completely not. I found myself depending on so many things of this world to get me to a financial standpoint, to where when it wasn't pulling through, I feel like it was the thing that brought me back closer to Christ. That, and feeling like I disappointed Christ for all the years that I was running from Him. So I started my journey just hitting rock bottom and just feeling like I just had no way out. I just got tired of, you know, thinking about that, feeling less than, feeling like I was helpless, feeling like I couldn't really, you know, support my family, support my husband, you know, support my goals. Like, I just felt like it was just, you know, the worst. And I just remember for so long, I would just feel just so devastated and hurt by not being able to support those around me, to where I let it consume me. And so I started wanting to, you know, get this close relationship with Christ, knowing that when I become closer to Christ, He's going to supply all my needs. So I'm thinking like, oh, He's going to supply all my needs, all my financial needs, whatever. And then I ended up seeing that although this is what happened to me and this is what I was going through, God started to show me that yeah, you thought you was getting close to me because you thought that being close to me that, you know, this would happen, or being close to me that, you know, everything is just going to be perfect or whatever. But it wasn't until I began my walk with Christ to where, yes, God showed me that he was there for me when I seeked him. I found him when I continued to seek him and finding him. But it then began to start being, I want more from you, Christ, than just financial stability. I want more from you than just mind healing. I want more from you than just being a better mom, being a better sister, being a better anything, you know, to where it's like the things that initially used to be so major to me actually was like at the bottom or not even on my list of wanting to pursue Christ more. I wanted to change my life for Christ. It began to be bigger than me just not loving myself. It began to be bigger than me just not feeling like I can help or feeling helpless. Like the things that I first came to, you know, seek Christ for got smaller and smaller. And what got bigger and bigger and more magnified was all of these other things that God was putting on my heart. So it took just that 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 invitations that where he found me at when I was at the point of giving up. He found me there with all of these different burdens. But it's crazy how those burdens have now shrinked. And now there's bigger things now to where I'm more focused on and to where I want to thrive in. And one of those things is I want to be able to tell other people about Christ and how he met me where I was, how he met me where I was so many different times before. And then at the same time, I'm wanting God to continue to meet me where I am, because we don't always just going to continue to make great choices. We're not always going to continue to do the right thing. We're not always going to operate off of our spirit. And so it's an everyday battle, and you have to make sure that you're staying in focus and staying in God's presence, staying in prayer, staying in his word, because you can have a period of uncertainty, have a period of feeling like you're in, that God is being silent or he turned his back on you. You begin to think that, oh, this is it. This is all God wanted to use me for. Like, this is all, like, my time is ending. But then you continue to still be breathing and have a pulse, you know. So I feel like the more deeper I'm getting into just, God, I just need you to fix this and I'll be okay. God, I just need you to fix this and I'll be okay. I just need you to help me with this and I'll be okay. But I'm starting to learn that no, yes, I need help in all these areas that I'm putting at the altar for Christ. But the more that I'm getting closer to Christ, the more that he's revealing to me what I am, who I am, what I need, and what I need to be doing. I hope that makes sense. So the whole moral of this video is coming to Christ with knowing that you need him, surrendering to him. But then just be prepared, because when you surrender to him, he's now going to be showing you even more about your calling and your purpose in this life through him. And so I feel like that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, I was so naive sometimes with thinking that, oh, if I just follow Christ, everything is going to go good. But no, life and trials are still going to continue to happen. I just have to make sure that I don't lose sight in those trials, in those battles. Because when we're going through battles in life, like we're going through somewhere right now, you know, we start here and we need Christ. And we thinking in our small minds, I just need to get here. Well, this space in between my hands, this is that gap of sometimes it's uncertain, or you feel like you're walking blindly in this walk with Christ. You know, if you're not that strong in your faith yet. And this gap of time before you get to this point, there shouldn't even be a hand here that say, if I just get here. There needs to be like this, like, you know, like an infinity sign. Like, it's just on and on and on and on. God's going to continue to show me. I'm going to continue to reach new levels. I'm going to continue to, you know, reach new ways on how I need to do better. But I'm talking about, like, my hands are up here right now because I'm talking about where we will begin to think that we're trying to get to. It's from, I started here, I need to get here. And what God is saying, like, laughing, like, okay, yeah, you started here, but you gonna, like, tear the roof off of what you think you just want to get at, you know? And I feel like God is doing that with my life right now, but I feel like I'm just still in here. Like, I feel like I haven't reached my greatest potential yet, and God is showing me that your greatest potential, you haven't even scratched the surface yet. But what I want to focus on is in between that time that gap of feeling like you still haven't got there yet, that's where the enemy is the busiest, you guys. This is where this gap in between here, like where this, this is where the enemy is the busiest. Like, he don't want you to even feel like you even getting close to the surface of God's purpose in your life, of God's purpose for your life. So it's important that you understand that it's a daily battle, it's a continuous battle, and the enemy is always going to be, you know, pressing towards you in the area of uncertainty, in the area of feeling like, oh my gosh, I still haven't got there yet, in the area of doubt, in the area of, you know, fear and distrust. So when you're in that space, what do? Right? Like, what do you do in that space? Well, what I wrote down is keep praying, keep staying in God's presence, and keep continuing to understand that the battle is the greatest when you're in your uncertain period. And when you know that you're in a constant battle, even at that time when you actually feel your weakest, the enemy is such a weak link. Like, he will attack you at your weakest because he knows that you have distractions, right? He knows that he can easily get to you, right? So I came on here today to tell you guys, in that period of uncertainty, in that period of doubt or fear of knowing like what's going to happen next, what do I do now? Like, stay strong, stay in God's presence. Even when you're not staying strong, keep praying. Keep praying, keep praying, keep praying, keep staying in God's presence. I'm trying to do that right now. Like, I feel like I'm going through a time right now where I'm in this period of uncertainty. I'm in this period of, am I doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing? Am I doing it right? Should I be further right now in my faith? Should I this? Should I that? Like, you know, just doubting myself on what it feels like I should be doing. And I'm like, you know what? If I'm doing this, who else out here is doing this? Like, I believe life is a cycle. Like, things that we all go through in life is a cycle, and I feel like we all go through it. We just, a lot of us don't express it. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to come on here and start this series and these videos on here, is because we all are going through the same things in life, and just at different times, in different situations, around different people, in different bodies. And so it's important that somebody is out here like sharing like what it is that we're doing, how are we getting through it, how are we not. Like, when I tell y'all right now, I am really just truly trying to make it to the next day with asking God, what should I do today? Like, that's the space that I'm in right now. And I'm trying not to stay so busy and so overwhelmed, or so just, you know, just so boggled down with things of this world to where I can't really just focus on what it is that I need to do with Christ. And so I wanted to come on here today and just kind of talk to someone about that, because I want to come on here and say, just stay strong, keep trusting God, keep praying. I want to come on here and say like cliche things or cheesy things, or, you know, like basic things, but really truly like keep praying. Tell God in your prayer, like, if you can't pray nothing else because you so just got all this going on, just pray, God, this is what I'm going through. Like, help me. Like, you meet me where I am. You met me where I am months ago, days ago. Like, continue to meet me where I am every single day, because I can't do this without you. Like, going to God, being vulnerable, being humble in his presence, letting him know, and just letting him know that. And that's definitely the period that I'm in right now. So one of the songs that I want to leave you guys with and encourage you guys on is a song called Crazy Love by Maverick and JWLKRS. It is an amazing song. Like, that has been my anthem this week, is, you know, just how crazy God's love is. Like, he'll meet you wherever you are, and not even understanding, like, when you're going through things sometimes, like, you'll hear his voice, you'll hear, you know, him trying to knock and come in, and the song just kind of encourages you to just let it in. Like, stop fighting, like, just let it in. And so that's where I am right now. Like, I feel like even in the midst of me trying to get closer to Christ and improve my relationship with Christ, he's wanting more from me, and I feel it. And I feel like my flesh is resistant towards it. You know, like when you're trying to work out and, you know, start a healthy lifestyle, and when you first start going to the gym and you first start trying to be healthy, you just really don't want to do it. Or you're like, I know I need to do it, I'm just going to do it because I'm just going to go through the motions, but oh my gosh, I don't want to do it. Like, I feel like your flesh is constantly like battling you with your spirit when it knows that you're trying to, you know, do things the Christ way, or do things with Christ. Like, we constantly battling our flesh. Why that is? Because we constantly battling the devil. Like I said, He knows where we are. He knows how close our relationship is with Christ and how not. So he's going to use all of his power, all of his might to try to dictate what happens in your life to prevent you from reaching your greatest potential with Christ and with yourself. He wants to continue to keep us feeling down and defeated and deadbeat, you know. So I wanted to just come on here and encourage you guys, if you're in a situation like I am right now, like, keep staying strong, keep building, keep encouraging yourself, keep allowing God to encourage you, keep inviting him in. Don't push it away. When you feel your flesh like fighting, let your spirit win, not your flesh. And I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about that. I love you guys so much. I love how God continues to, when he lays thoughts in my mind about something that I want to talk about or something that I really don't know what I want to talk about, I love how I'm like, God, like, I don't feel like this is a good enough information on my paper. Like, I feel like how am I going to continue to just talk about more and more and more about what you laid on my heart? And it's crazy how sometimes I don't even look down at my paper. Like, I'll use my notes to just kind of talk to you guys about, you know, what I jotted down, but then God will just take off with my mind and the way I'm speaking on what he wants me to say to myself and what he wants me to say to you guys. So I absolutely love that I serve a God that like that, because that's just even showing me even more through what I just said, is that he's constantly working. He's constantly trying to come in. He's constantly trying to encourage me. I'm going to constantly try to be encouraging you guys. And I hope you guys having a blessed week. I hope you guys continue to have a blessed rest of your week. And until next time, I love you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.